Hello, welcome everyone. Today we're going to be going over the charts and what we're looking for in the market this coming week. So right now we're going to do a quick charting session, and obviously we're just going to chart the most or the closest proximal level, just because that's where the market is going to react to. So let's do it. So right now we're on the daily chart, right? So we got to look at the overall big picture. So this is the area that matters the most. You see between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Obviously, we can see this inverse hermit telling us there's a potential reversal coming in the market, because we also have this unfilled gap here. So that's something we got to keep an eye out for. It seems like the market is wanting to go and fill this gap, because you can see here we had this, we had a retest. I could potentially see us coming to retest this level again. Before filling that gap, we could just fill the gap directly. So that's something to keep an eye out for. In the meantime, I'm gonna do this. This level. This is also a shrunk level. Until see, this is why looking at the daily chart is very important. You can see we had this level here. That was rejection. But we could also see, so we could also see here, right? The market flushed, but obviously when we came above this level, the market ran up, right? And the market had to come down, retest this level, the market went up. Same thing here. Same thing here. I tried to hold this level, but I could not. And when it was on this level, we were down. A lot of retest. Obviously, didn't come straight to the target, but I went to the 490, and it kept on going. So that's something we have to be aware of. And now we're at this level, so it could either we could either see something like this, alright, break, break. Or we could see something like this to fill this gap down. So whenever now, you just have to be ready for the possibility that the market could go either direction, and you actually have to wait for confirmation. But for me, I'm not worried about either of those move. I just need a piece of the move. So if it's a quick $3 move, I am happy with that. As long as you are securing profit as the market goes in your favor, I think you should be fine in the long run. So right now what I'll do is I'll look at this level because there's something here. Guys, I love the daily levels because they're extremely important and they're so strong that if you mark them right, the market do tend to react to them in a positive manner. And also, if you don't see a particular level in certain cases, you don't always have to mark them out. So this is just all from the daily. So now we'll look at the 4 hour and see how that level corresponds. So on 4 hours, you can see this clearly. So we'll have 1 touch point here, 2 touch point here, 3 touch point here, 4 touch point here. So essentially, I could come here and say, so we'll see essentially all this level is market could potentially bounce from any of this level. So I'm just gonna look at it the way I see it and the way I chart. Alright. Because if you see, we had a rejection here. We'll pierce through this and try to stay beneath this. We claimed it and we skyrocketed up. Retested this level, we go up. This level, we go up. This level, we go up. So this level is very strong. So I wouldn't be quick to short the market, except we are underneath this level. And obviously, I also see this support area right here, so I'm going to mark this out as well, just as important. Now we're going to 1 hour. So most of you want to know how we'll technically look at this, or how we get it, because now I have to look at this from a bigger standpoint and actually say, what is the market trying to tell me? Right? We see that we have this rejection here, we have a retest here. Should the market try to hold this in pre-market, but we lost it. So now that I know this is a big level within the 505 to 501, what would I like to see? Well, I would like to see for the market to come back into this level, right? Obviously with the 4 hour, come back into this level, and when it does, if it holds and confirms that the market is holding, then I will look to get into the market. Or if I want to capture a piece of the move to the downside, I could actually do something like this. That's okay. Let me see if it breaks this level. So we're in the 4 hour. So on the 1 hour, this is what it looks like. And so if it breaks and hold underneath this, that tells me between 508. Right? Remember, I'm only going for $2-3 move. So if I know this is a $3 move all the way down here, I could take, once the market confirms and break beneath this level, I could take a short into this level. Obviously, this is not my real play, but I just want to capitalize on the downside first. So I will take this move, then obviously once we get here, I'm all out of my position. And now I'm looking for the market to do something like this, which it usually does. So the market opens, we see something like this, and we go down here. And now obviously this is where the buyers step in. Ultimately, you see a little bit of a reaction here, right? And we see something like this, a liquidity grab, and the real moves happen, right? So this is something I would love to see if I was to take this. Quick move, take some buyers out, and boom. Okay, let's go back to charting. So we can see this level clearly. Another indication that we shouldn't just be looking for short. Obviously, some might happen before the market open, and this is subject to change. I also try to look at where we are in terms of I also love to look at where we are. I also love to look at the tools that I love utilizing. This game changer. What do we see here? You guys see what I see? Or most of you. After you're doing this for a while, you can spot this easily. Which the trend line is already broken, right? But you also have to understand that the market could do this as well, because there's so many probabilities. This could come up, right? Could retest this. Retest this, right? Still a possibility. So you just gotta look at it from different angles, and gotta look at the whole and the broader picture. It's still possible, but for me, I love that. We'll come here, hold this level, and go back up. It'll be fantastic. So now we'll go back to actually this level here. See, this is amazing. You see that? So now if I take this off, there's a level here on the 1 hour chart, which coincides with the previous level that I was looking at. You see this? Key area. I also look at this and say, okay, if I'm always looking for $2 move to $3 move, this is between 508 and 513. So even though the market fakes some people, some short sellers here, I could look at it, hit fake some sellers here, reclaim this, and go tag this first. That's another, $2.50 move, which is a lot. So you just have to understand and be patient within that first 2 minutes to see what the market is trying to tell you. So, even within the first minute or so, you can see the direction, but the only way to figure this out is with the help of the NQ as well. If the NQ is holding a major support area, then obviously you can look at that and say, okay, the NQ is holding this level, therefore I got to enter long or short, but based off of what the NQ is doing. This gap here that everybody and the imam is waiting for, right? Because we all see the same thing, but what we don't see is the human element between how each human reacts to this level. I know ultimately the gap is may they don't always get filled. The gap may get filled the way the market is going. Or you also have to understand that if everybody's looking at the same thing, then the market makers do not want everyone to win at the same time. There has to be winners and losers in this game. Um, there have to be winners and losers in this game, and that is where. And if you look at this, what do we see right here? So we break, we retest, break. So we could you just have to look for the right entries. So in this case, this is also a double confirmation, right? So it's a rejection of this point right here. But if the market holds this level, it also tells me something that this has the potential to go retest this level before we either continue to the downside, or if we claim this level, then we have the opportunity to go back to the upside. So this level right here. And it's also POC, point of control. So now the lowest I goes to 15-minute chart. Above this level, we above this level, right? If it holds a double confirmation, it will break this trend line. Break this trend line. I'm looking for it to go test this level. We stay beneath this level, we're going down. It's very simple. This is very clear. We're literally in between a battle zone. I won't take this. I want till I see a reclaim of the 508 to long, or if you want to be patient, I would rather you wait for the price to get here and take that long back up, or you can wait for price to get here and confirms and stay beneath this level and take the rejection down here and see how it goes, right? There's so many ways this could happen, but you just have to wait for the market to tell you what to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of this charting session.